What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Shine, 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 like the way you're supposed to.
Real number 35. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Real 35. Happy to be alive. Feeling great. Out here busting the moves. Just want to know I'm still here in touch with y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Back to the end of the Cicero days. You know, Cicero, I can't say I regret none of those days, but yeah, I had a lot of crazy ass times in there. When I first met my first baby mama, Drama, again, I remember seeing walking down 52nd Court, and I remember seeing when they first moved in. So I'm not even saying no names, I don't even give a shit. But they first moved in, baby mama Drama, and her daddy was rolling down one of those big ass tube TVs down the stairs right across the street from Raphael's house where they moved in at. And then that's how I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know, this move, looked up and I was like, what the hell? The dude's literally rolling down the TV down the fucking stairs because he was arguing with his wife. Rest in peace, Nancy, kid's grandma. Regardless, once I started dating with her, living in Nancy's crib, and you know, I was fucking fondling around with stupid shit, still hustling, just trying to make my own damn money, and I get knocks on my goddamn door, my bedroom door, like, yo, blah, blah, let me get one. All right, you know what I'm saying? Here's my rent. Your rent due, mother, you know. And then we moved over in an apartment on Laramie, me, him, Brian. That was our first little apartment. Shit was getting crazy, like, you know, still motherfuckers doing dumb shit. Like, there's just so many crazy stories that I'm not gonna get into right now because I'm gonna have to do flashbacks. I'm fighting my own shit right now. And you know how I'm saying, you know, Big Brother is up in the air, peeking through the window. Who that peeking through the window, pal? Nobody now. Yeah, and then I remember Chucky. To come to find out that Chucky, one of the boys from the hood, is actually part of my family. It's crazy ass shit, small world. But one day, like, just to be bouncing around a little bit from time to time, but it was probably about a year later, I know Steve still around. Chucky ended up beating his ass because he was disrespecting BM, sorry. And he beat the shit out of her, and that's when I was like, God damn, this motherfucker like Chuck Norris. When I then find out he was like a fucking 3rd-degree black belt, and stomped his ass because he was disrespecting the BM. And but yeah, I give him much props because, you know, you done with disrespecting and calling them bitches, and a lot of people will take that shit to the heart and still do, which at this time I might call my boy a bitch, or, you know, even my kid a bitch, but you know, it's all out of the heart. I'm not fucking around. It's just the same type of shit with motherfuckers with the NIGGA shit. It's just like, bro, we're boys. You know, you my nigga. I've been saying that shit since 1990s for sure. Like, around other people out of respect, no, I'm not gonna do it. But I mean, NWA, baby. Like I say, in the first apartment, I got up out of there. Had my first kid at 20, which was my daughter. And then from there, I was just like, dude, I got to get the hell out of Laramie. And then I got my first fucking job because I was like, those friends of the baby mama, which was Mike, who I call my step pops right now. And we ended up moving with them over by somewhere in there, like 50-something in Costner. I got to show you. But then we stayed there for a few months. That's when I ended up getting my first fucking real job, 20, at Estes in Cicero, right across the street from, right next door to the old school drive-in theater right there where Casablanca, the flea market was, across the street from Casablanca. I worked, that was my first forklift job, working a real fucking 9 to 5. Well, it was actually night shift, hustling. He was showing me the hustle ropes from there, doing dumb shit from there, like, straight up, like, you know. But that's when I was like, you know, I gotta get the hell up out of Cicero. Too much crazy shit was going on. I ended up getting my first fucking after living with Mike and Cheryl and Mikey, all my step family, another step family of mine. They helped take care of me when I was, like start showing me the legit ropes. And then I went to got my first apartment over by goddamn Kedzie and Ogden, which that was another crazy ass spot, with the Richies and all them other ones, the Mousers, and stayed in a little apartment upstairs, in an attic apartment. Like, that's where I ended up getting my head tossed by the 2-6 down the street, and I had the Kings down the street, and I lived right there in the middle of the D's, and it's just like, bro, getting my shit rammed again. It's just always having to worry about carrying a gun, motherfuckers lighting motherfuckers up, motherfuckers dead in the next corner right there of the house. Just so much wacky, crazy shit that was going on right there. We had an apartment at 51st, right by California, right in the middle of the Kings. So that's where I had an apartment too, upstairs. I'll show you. Bricks coming through the window from the Kings right there, because I had a little party. I had I think it was Julie was inside the crib, and then they just started launching bricks through the window. We go chasing these motherfuckers. Steven is the BM's fucking brother, like chasing after these dudes, and this is like, one thing after another. I ain't even playing, bro, in the middle of the Chi. It was just like, and I was all over the place. That's why I represent, Sox, represent Cubs. I'm all about Chicago, bro. I don't give a shit where you're from. Like I say, I tell all my guys on my famo, it's just like, if you play for the Cubs, maybe I'm gonna root for the Cubs some more. If you play for the Sox, maybe I'm gonna root for the Sox a little bit more. But other than that, I'm about Chi-Town. That's what I'm about, Chicago. So I'm about every other city too. So I mean, the struggle's real. It doesn't matter where you're from. There's crazy ass blocks, crazy ass hoods, crazy ass neighborhoods. There's some stupid ass shit's always going on, and I just wish you guys nothing but the best. Keep your head on straight, stay focused. You can get the fuck out. It's all up to you. It's who you surround yourself with, and make yourself better. And nothing but love, man. Holla. Real 35.
What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.